let's get the slope of this roof. Now, one thing we know is this, is that we know that the slope, we could write the slope, I'll do it right here. The slope is equal to the rise over the run. That's supposed to be an R. Or you might think of it as the vertical change. This is how I like to think of it. The vertical change over the horizontal change. I like this because that's what slope really does. It measures how things change. So if we think in terms of horizontal and vertical changes here, we're going to write the slope here as a fraction. Now, the vertical change, you can see here, we start at this point and, okay, let's do the horizontal change first. Since we're going to start at this point, go to this point. The horizontal change is going to be 20. So we're going to go to the right 20, so positive 20. And then we're going to go up 12. So up 12, right? Up 12. So we will say that the rise then is 12 over 20. The vertical change is 12. Horizontal change is 20. And now we can reduce this. Let's find the slope of this roof here in number 5. Now, the vertical change over the horizontal change, because after all, that's what slope is. Practically, it's the rate of change. It's a measure of the rate of change. So it's the vertical change over the horizontal change. So if we think of it that way in this problem here, we're going to have a fraction. Now, just start at this corner right over here. And what do we have to do? What kind of changes do we have to make horizontally and vertical to get to this point? Well, let's make our horizontal change first. So you can see that we're going to change by 20 feet. It's 20 feet to the right, right? So we're going to get 20 feet. And then from here, we're going to go up 12 feet, right? So we're going horizontally 20 and vertically 12. So this is going to be 12 feet. Now we're almost there. I can see now that the feet are going to cancel, and then we can reduce 12 over 20. So M, oh, let's get a better color here. M is equal to, now 4 divides each one of these. How about 3/5? So the slope of this roof is 3/5. The slope of this line here, we're going to do just by counting. We know that the slope is a fraction, right? The slope is a fraction, and in the bottom is the horizontal change, and the top is going to be the vertical change. So just come over here, start at this point, and then make a horizontal change and a vertical change to get back to that point right here. We're trying to go from here to here in 2 movements, horizontal and vertical. So if you start here, now let's do this. If I start here, I go over what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I go over 4, and then we go up, what are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so this slope is 6 over 4, but we're going to reduce that. M is equal to, divide each one by 2, we'll get 3 over 2. Now let's just see what happens if we think this way. Instead of 6 over 4, we think 3 over 2. So if I start at this point right here, okay, locate yourself right here. Now what if we went over 2, right? What if we went over 2? We go over 2, and then we would go 1, 2, up 3. And it looks like we're back on the line. So over 2, up 3, over 2, up 3, or if you like, over 4, up 6. Now, for number 7, let's use the same idea we did for number 6, right? All we did was we counted. We started, say, the left point, and we moved to the right point, both horizontally and vertically. So the slope here is going to be, now, I'm going to start here, and I'm going to move, what, just 1 to the right, and then 2 down. So we're going to go 1 to the right. Now that's the bottom. The horizontal change is the bottom. And then we're going to go down 2. So this slope here we can just write as -2. Okay, number 8, we should be able to get this one. Look at this. This is a horizontal line. I know it's horizontal because not only does it look horizontal, but if I go up 4, I go up 4, I go up 4. Everywhere we go, we're up 4. And we know that horizontal lines have slope 0. So right away, I could write that the slope of this line is 0, or I could maybe even think this. The slope is, okay, now if we go from this point to this point, what's the horizontal change, right? Horizontal, vertical. Vertical change on the top, horizontal on the bottom. What's the horizontal change? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the horizontal change is 4, and the vertical change, well, we haven't made any vertical change. We're not up or down, right? We're just straight across, no up, no down. So the vertical change is 0, and 0 divided by a non-zero number is 0, and that agrees with what we've got right there.